So I have been posting YouTube videos since 2009. And I have a total of 576 videos up now. And I'm not a popular YouTuber. My audience is small. But all my videos up until recently have been monetized, and which would, every few months I would be surprised to find a payment in my bank account from YouTube for just over $100. And that just happened actually last week. But I was blown away the other day when I looked at my YouTube account to discover that all 576 videos have been demonetized. And, it's no explanation given here. Just, yeah, they're demonetized. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, I would not consider myself a controversial content creator. There might be the occasional video up there that might offend somebody. I mean, you're bound to offend somebody at some point, right? And, but yeah, I just, this is YouTube today. And what can I say for content creators that are trying to make a living on YouTube under these conditions? It must suck for you. Like, fortunately, this is not my living. I just do this for the fun of it. And I feel for you, man. Like, what can I say? If you are making a living on YouTube and you're making a decent income, start planning your future financially, because it's not guaranteed and it can just disappear like that without any forewarning. And now I don't know if this is temporary. This has been going on for about a week now, being demonetized. I thought, well, maybe it'll come back again, and it still might. I've since YouTube has been on this censorship campaign with their algorithms or bots or whatever you call them that search through all the video content and try to determine what is acceptable and what is not. And so I would have a variety of videos that would be demonetized, and some that they have a new feature now where it could be monetized, but it's kind of in the middle. Like, it's not suitable for all forms of monetization, like for different advertisers or whatever. And fair enough, right? But this censorship campaign is, like, as far as I'm concerned, it has ruined what YouTube had become. And that was a platform where anybody could speak their mind or post whatever they wanted, and the viewers were free to choose what they wanted to watch. Now, of course, there were guidelines, which there should be, like in terms of decency, and there's certain things, there are boundaries to what you can say publicly, and that doesn't matter where you are. But it just got ridiculous in this last little while. And I know that they've been under pressure by certain interest groups to go in this direction, but it has destroyed something that was very rare in the human experience throughout all of history. And that is where and in fact, I would have to say this is probably the first time it's ever happened, where everybody in the world, if they were connected to the internet, could freely express themselves in whatever way they wanted to. And that's rare. I mean, I grew up with no internet, no computer, and our only source of information came through the television. And I mean, when I was a young child, that meant only like 4 channels. There was no cable at that time. Then when cable came in, there was more channels, more networks offering content. But we were at their dictates. Like, they determined what information they would feed us, and it was very difficult to get other points of views. You had to search it out because it just wasn't immediately available like it is today. And YouTube has been a major player in that respect. And I would say the best time in YouTube was 2015, part of 2016. Yeah, 2014 too, I think, was a good time as well, where there was a lot of content creators making it on YouTube and doing well because, they were creating good stuff and they were being rewarded for their efforts. That's gone now. There's a lot of these people that are not even posting videos anymore that I'm subscribed to. And, there's really not a lot anymore what I like to watch on YouTube. It's changed because people have to toe the line and watch what they're saying if they want to get monetized, right? And what's the point? You don't work hard at something if there's no reward at the end of it. Yeah, there's Patreon, but that's kind of like an unfortunate avenue for content creators to have to go to now have to beg from their audience. It was nice when the money can be earned without that aspect, where there was the people like to advertise on a channel on YouTube because that person was getting millions of views. Like, as an advertiser, wouldn't you want to have your ads where millions of people are going to be watching? Of course you would. But now it's all different. And I'm not, like really upset, and I'm not overly surprised at what has happened here, being demonetized. I guess that kind of, in one sense, I could say whatever I want because I don't care. There's no money, there's no reward in doing these videos anymore except for the sake of doing them. And maybe somebody out there will enjoy it. But I'll be honest with you, even though I was only occasionally getting the $100 payment, I love that, right? Like, it's just nice that, like, that was a motivator. And yeah, it's too bad. Oh well, I don't know what to say. Maybe, does anybody out there maybe watching this video now have an idea what's going on here, that they would demonetize all of my videos and without an explanation? And is there any recourse that I can take? Because I can't seem to find anything where I can, make a complaint or something about what's happened. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really that knowledgeable about how to navigate around YouTube in that respect. I've never had to do it before. So anyhow, that's about it for today, I guess. I guess in my last video I was talking about how I was set up to go out on a date with a Colombian woman, and that happened. We met 3 times, and one time was, we went out to a nice restaurant for dinner, the typical kind of date thing, but she does not speak English. Very little of it. I mean, almost nothing. I don't speak Spanish. At one point, we were using Google Translate to try to communicate to each other, and that's only good to a certain point, right? And, nice woman and everything, and but there's got to be some kind of, connection there. You got to be able to communicate. Like, I had no clue where she was coming from. And I tried, I thought, okay, well, there's got to be something that we could communicate that we have in common. But then there was another problem. We had nothing in common. Like, again, a nice woman and everything, like nothing, nothing negative to say. It's just we had nothing in common. It's like we're from two different planets, and so I just abandoned that. Um, the possibilities of where that could have gone. I just, the time and energy putting into something like that would not work out in the long run. It just what to me wasn't worth it. So, but it was a learning experience. I was very glad to do it. Anyhow, what else? I'm almost finished the season in landscaping for this year, and then I get a break in the winter. So I'll probably post more content then. Um, and yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, my condo, I was supposed to move in May, is now being pushed out to June. So that kind of sucks, but what can you do, right? That's what happens when you buy a pre-built condo. You'll get date changes throughout the whole process because they can only make an approximation at a certain point in the building process, and as they get closer to the building being finished, which that's basically where it's at right now, they're able to nail down a more exact date for moving in. So um, yeah, uh, yeah, that's about it. Have a great day, and talk to you soon. Take care.